What's up, you guys? So, in case you missed it, yesterday it was revealed that Marlo Hampton and her nephews were the victim of a gang-related robbery, where a group of robbers targeted her home and broke down her door about 3 weeks ago on July 1st. And now Kenya Moore is claiming that Marlo withheld a lot of information about the robbery that could have put other Real Housewives of Atlanta castmates at risk of being robbed as well, because the robbers were specifically targeting celebrities. So let's get into the details. Yahoo News reports police have solved a string of violent home invasions targeting celebrities across metro Atlanta. 4 suspected gang members are now in custody in connection to at least 15 home invasions over the past year. One of those celebrities was Marlo Hampton of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, who told Channel 2 investigative reporter Mark Wynn that she watched on her security system as armed masked men kicked her door down, making a loud boom. A deep investigation into the gang's past led Sandy Springs investigators to stake out her home, knowing that she might be a target. So the police already had a stakeout going on at Marlo's home because they suspected that she might be the next victim of a robbery, because the gang was clearly targeting high-profile people. They were targeting celebrities. And so that makes me think that the police may have communicated with Marlo and told her that they were staking out her house because she was at risk of being robbed by the gang as well. And I think that may be the information that Kenya is saying that Marlo did not share. The Sandy Springs Police Department said, "We got lucky and we got it right. And as we targeted them, they came on scene. Both a foot chase and a vehicle chase ensued, and we were able to take 4 people into custody." They said the investigation's been ongoing for at least a year now. The investigation started with a home invasion on October 1st along Northside Drive, for which 7 suspects were arrested. And investigators said that the gang mostly targets the homes of high-profile entertainment, sports, or social media figures, with targets including players from the Atlanta Falcons and Atlanta United and other high-profile people. So here's what Marlo said about the robbery, which again happened 3 weeks ago on July 1st.
Yeah, this involves many crimes, an ongoing investigation, and high-profile victims. One of them, Marlo Hampton of Real Housewives of Atlanta fame, who told me she watched on her security system as armed, masked men kicked her door down, making a loud boom.
When I heard the boom, when I heard my nephew scream, and I knew that scream was a scream of fear, my heart dropped.
Real Housewives of Atlanta star Marlo Hampton says she's a real crime victim after the attempted burglary of her Sandy Springs home July 1st that police have now told her is tied to other incidents. She said she went to a panic room, called 911. The suspects who kicked her door and fled, possibly because she yelled. Sandy Springs police were there quickly, and she thanks God.
Just thank God that we're covered in the blood of Jesus, and I'm here to share this story with you. But my main concern is I want all the ladies, I want everyone to be aware. If you are posting items, if you do have luxury items, be careful.
So after seeing Marlo's interview with the news, Kenya Moore tweeted, "Happy no one was hurt, but she took the time to withhold information from the cast that could possibly help keep us safe, but was happy to release details in interviews. #Roa, #fake." So it seems like Kenya is implying that Marlo knew information about the robbers targeting celebrities, but Marlo didn't share with them the information about the gang targeting celebrities, which could have put them at risk as well. So people are responding to Kenya Moore implying that Marlo may have put the whole cast at risk. This person said, "According to what I've been reading in some of these DM chats related to Roa, there was a string of robberies that Marlo allegedly knew about and didn't warn her cast members." Someone else said, "Y'all in the comments saying, what is she talking about? Hell, it's simple. Marlo withheld this information from her cast members, but Marlo wants to build a village. This happened 2 to 3 weeks ago. Still wearing LV in this interview. Girl, what?" A couple people didn't see her point of view. Like this person who said, "She was robbed, but it's about you." Like, that doesn't make sense. And someone else said, you can't be mad because she didn't tell y'all. Y'all not a sisterhood. Y'all don't even like each other, and she probably told Sheree, but other than that, she doing what y'all usually do, withhold information and wait till cameras cut on. So y'all, let me know what y'all think. Do you think Marlo was wrong for not letting her other castmates know about the string of robberies targeting celebrities, and that police were staking out her home, and that they, the other cast members, could possibly be targets too? Personally, I'm not sure if Marlo was allowed to share any of the information that police may have shared with her, so I don't want to blame her for not saying anything if she couldn't. But if she was in a position where she could share information with her castmates, then I think she should have, especially since they're all kind of in the same boat. They're all targets, and you would think that they would look out for each other in real life, even if they have drama on the show. In real life, I would expect them to share important information like that with each other and with the entire production team. That's what I would expect. But leave a comment and let me know what you think. Was Marlo wrong for not sharing with the other castmates that they all could be possible targets in a string of high-profile robberies? Leave a comment and let me know what you think. As always, thanks for watching. If you are not familiar with me or my blog, LaylaLynn.com, I am Layla Lynn. I'm a multi-six-figure earning blogger, and I blog mostly on YouTube and also on Facebook, and I also have degrees in marketing, specifically social media marketing, and I have a new class at MajorKeyAlerts.com where I'm sharing the fundamental business principles of blogging in 2022. And today I wanted to share with you the 3 things I see people getting wrong who want to blog in 2022. And by blogging, I mean sharing content on social media in a niche, in your passion. Sharing that content on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever platforms you choose. That's what I mean by blogging. And the number one thing I see people getting wrong in 2022 is thinking that just because you share quality content, that your blog is going to explode. And that's not necessarily the way it happens. Just because you're sharing quality content doesn't mean that your blog is going to explode and see growth in 2022. The number 2 thing I see people getting wrong is assuming that, like I said, they're creating quality content, so they assume that it's going to be picked up by the algorithms, whether that's the YouTube algorithm, Facebook algorithm, the Google search engine algorithm. Just because you're sharing quality content, you can't assume that it's going to be picked up by the algorithms and shared with the digital space automatically. It doesn't work like that. In 2022, that's not how this thing works. And the number 3 thing I see people getting wrong who want to start a blog in 2022 is thinking because they share quality content that wasn't picked up by the Google algorithm or the YouTube or Facebook algorithm, that they're not good at blogging. So in my class, which you can find at MajorKeyAlerts.com, the business of blogging with Layla Lynn, I'm sharing your next steps. I'm sharing what you need to do next, girl, because it's not quit. The next thing you need to do is not quit. So join my class at Major Key Alerts if you want to know your next steps. If you're not the type of person that easily gives up on yourself and easily gives up on your dreams, if you're the type of person that believes in yourself and wants to really bet on you, if you really want to pursue your dreams, if you want to bet on yourself, join my class at MajorKeyAlerts.com where I'm spilling all the tea on blogging in 2022.
Layla tells it all.